We need to look at what we're actually looking for when we do a set in the gym. We're looking for those effective reps. What are effective reps? The reps at the end of your set when you're closest to muscular failure. Those last 2 to 3 reps at the end of your set, that's what's actually stimulating muscle growth. The rep range that I recommend is the 6 to 10 rep range. That's the only rep range you'll ever need in the gym. Why is this the case? When you're doing more than 10 reps, it has more cardiovascular limitation. Let's say you're doing a set of 15. By the time you actually get to those effective reps, those last, you're at like rep number 12 and you're getting to 13, 14, 15, you're kind of out of breath, not actually reaching muscular failure anymore. You might actually end up stopping at 12 or 13 reps when you could have gotten 15 if your cardio was perfect, but your cardio isn't perfect and it's not going to last that long. So if you want to limit the cardiovascular involvement, you want to stay, under that 10 reps. Why would you not go below 6 reps? A lot of power lifters are, doing triples, doubles and triples. It's mostly injury risk, I would say. Lifting below 5 reps going to be having a lot of load on your muscles, not a particular weight, but a lot of load for what you can lift. If you're, lifting at your 3 or 4 rep max, that's a lot of load and it's going to increase the injury risk. Staying in that 6 to 10 rep range is optimal in terms of limiting the cardiovascular involvement and then limiting injury risk as well. What do you do in that 6 to 10 rep range? It's called double progression. It's a pretty common way of, making progression in the gym. You're essentially going to take your 6 rep max and you're going to start with that. So that's if you did a set all out, this is like everything you have, your last rep is an absolute grinder. And then if you went for that 7th rep, you only get halfway up. And that's if you give it everything you have. You can't get another one, your 6 rep max. And then the next week, you're going to try to get 7 reps with that. If you can't get it, you try it again next week. So you're trying to increase 1 rep every week. So you go from your 6 rep max, that becomes your 7 rep max, and then the following week, hopefully your 8 rep max, 9, 10. And once you get to 10, then you're in a position to increase the weight to a point at which you're back at your 6 rep max. You can do this with a 1 rep max calculator. Actually, I'll drop one in the description, the one that I use. It's like the number one thing that comes up on Google. If you look one up, pop in what you're actually doing for 10 reps and it'll tell you the weight to go down. That's your new 6 rep max. And then it's just rinse and repeat. You work your way back up to 7, 8, 9, 10, reset, back to 6. That's how you progress in the gym. That is the only rep range you will ever need.